Welcome back, everybody. Today I wanted to share a little something special that I've been doing with my son ever since he was born. And I figured, why not share this experience with everybody and maybe encourage some of you to start your journey with your baby. And you don't have to necessarily do what I'm doing, but I think it's very beneficial for babies to start reading with their mom or dad or anybody at a really early age. That way they get used to it and then they really start to expand their vocabulary a little more. This right here is something I discovered when I was first starting to read to my baby. He was about 5 days old when I started to order books online, and that just started to get really pricey and it started to get really messy in the room. We had books everywhere, and then, like I said, it became kind of expensive. So I went to my public library, and then I found out that they had a program for babies and toddlers basically called 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten. And they gave me this little nice tote with this cute little picture on it. And basically you can check out as many books as you want, up to 30. So I try and do 10 to 15 at a time. And then we return them after we're done with them. And then we come back. So they also give you a log. This is what the log looks like. So this is books 1 through 200. And you start basically filling them in. And then you keep track. Once you're done with the first 200 books, you go back to the library and they give you another one of these sheets that's going to go from 200 to 400 and so on. So I think that's really cool, and they get a prize. They do get like incentives once they reach their goal. And this is just what my library is doing, but you definitely don't have to have this program in order to get started. You could do this on your own, and you can reward your children however you want. So I just decided to share what books I chose this time for baby. So first one I chose was this one, which is almost like a bedtime. I actually picked out a few of them that are bedtime stories related, so that I can, before he goes to bed, that's what I like to read to him. And we usually read most of the time before he goes to sleep. And then we chose this one as well. This is the ABC Now You See Me, and this is like a flip book where you can see pictures, and then it tells you the name of the little picture next to it. This one's kind of beat up because obviously it's a library book, but it's a lot cheaper than having to go out and buy your own books. Alrighty, so this is a really nice book just to introduce new words to your baby. I'm going to take this reminder off. The next book is Zoo de Ole. This is actually a bilingual book. So it kind of translates what some Spanish words mean. And I thought it would be cool because, we are bilingual here, so we want to introduce that to him early on. Night, Night, Sleepy Sleeps. So this one, and again, another bedtime book so that we can kind of get him eased into going to bed as a routine. The next book we chose was Kiss Baby's Boo Boo. And he's starting to trip and fall as he's crawling now and learning that things hurt when he's not careful. So I thought this was appropriate for this time or this phase he's going through at the moment. Next book is actually in Spanish. And this one is basically all in Spanish. And it's got little bugs and little crickets and stuff like that are mommy and baby. This book right here is also in Spanish, and this is actually kind of cool because the little birds and animals, you pull them up and then they have a little picture with a word in it. So I thought this would be really interesting for him, and he would really like the little pull-out cards in here. So that's that. I believe I have 2 more. Quiet Loud. Oh my god, I love these books. We had the Yummy Yucky and a few other from this particular author, Leslie Petroselli, and he really does love these books. So we found this one, which we have not read, so I'm sure he's gonna enjoy this one just as much. And the last book we have in here, finally, is Are You Awake? And I thought this was so funny because just based on what I saw, it's basically baby waking up in the middle of the night and asking mommy if she's awake and why she was asleep. So this totally reminds me of my little baby right at this stage. So it's pretty appropriate for us right now. So those are the books that I chose for this month. I am gonna go, it depends basically on how fast we go through them and if he likes them, because sometimes he will like a book to be read to him more than once. So we'll see how it goes. But so far, this is what we've gotten. Yeah, so I encourage you to go to your library and pick out some books and see if your little one is interested, and really try and make it fun. Make different noises, make different voices and different sounds and gestures with your face as well, to get the baby engaged in the whole reading process. All right, well, this was my little quick video on, I guess, our baby reading routine. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.